Okie dokie, welcome to Games and Beer number 50, I believe 54? Yeah, no, 55! And we're gonna be playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And we're gonna have a good old time on this, and then we're gonna do some videos. Hopefully I won't have a impromptu debate, even though I won, but whatever. You know, believe it or not, I don't like debating when I'm drunk. You know, I like doing like games and beer and taking questions and all this other shit. But believe it or not, I actually don't like to have a debate when I'm drunk because, you know, I don't want to say anything stupid. I know I didn't, but I like to be at my best. So if the young man that debated me last night, accepts my invitation, I'd like to set up a time with him, and then let's do it then. You know, when I'm not fucking halfway drunk. Again, if you come on Games and Beer, it's at your own peril. I mean, in hell, I may just have people on here that fucking just want to, raise cheer and have a good fucking time. Anyway, come on, you piece of shit. Let's get to green. So, yeah, I do. All right. So, again, I love debates, but I wish there were a little more. At times, I wish there were a little more scripted, I guess. Now, I am going to cheat in this game. So, just so all of you Puritans. Whoa, wait a second.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, so I gotta be quiet because other people live with me, but so I don't think you truly understand the political scale completely.
Okay.
So I'm going to preface this. I am not a socialist. I am a social democrat. I am still a capitalist, but I am a Keynesian. I believe that government regulation is important, that labor rights should be upheld, and that there should be a strong welfare state. I'm for the Nordic model, as you'd like to say.
Okay, you are aware the Nordics abandoned the welfare model once it started bankrupting their countries.
You sure about
I also would ask you, have you ever been a member of a union?
Or policy I left out? Let's think of something you might have. Still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I do want to end the stupid wars that America's in, because that's just a waste of money. I mean, we're gonna spend money. That's probably the worst way to spend it. Just to kill a bunch of people overseas.
Okay. All right. I somewhat agree. However, you know what? I'm gonna go pee, and then I'm gonna destroy this argument. I'll be right back.
Oh man. Hey guys, how you going? Subscribe my YouTube channel. It has absolutely no videos on it because I unlisted all of them. Man, I don't even know what I'm doing. Do you guys want Vosh to debate War Corpse? Honest question. I honestly should ask Vosh. Just
Okay. You know,
so
go ahead.
so what were you gonna say about America's military? Weren't you gonna say something?
Thank you. Here's the thing. Has our military always done right in the world? The answer is, of course, no. But I am way more deeply troubled by the fact that this and younger even than him are populating America. This is what I'm truly terrified of.
Mm-hmm.
Is these are supposed to be the men that lead us? Really, a guy with no fucking spine, a guy who was goddamn near cried twice on here? Like, really? This is it? This is what we're fucking supposed to be led by?
No,
I mean,
but other people love me.
I know other people love you. Yeah, your mom and your aunt. I don't give a shit. But okay, let me just drop everything. Let me just talk to you as you are now and me. By the way, my name's Dave Nordahl. Let's just talk man to man. Have you ever been in a fight?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Um, I've done sparring in Taekwondo. Other than
No,
that, no.
no, I'm talking a real fight. No, bare knuckles, a fight. I've done sparring in Taekwondo
No.
too. Okay, never been in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a family situation where it was, I guess, incumbent upon you to raise the entire family out of hell, let's say?
There was a situation I thought I was gonna have to take care of a couple grandparents, but that didn't happen.
So, no.
No.
Have you ever stood alone against everyone and said, fuck it, I don't care, I believe what I'm saying, let's go?
I mean, I guess I'm kind of doing it by even doing this debate at all. Like I've done. This
No,
is like the first like.
you're debating me on my fun channel, and you're debating me during a fun time when I don't have anything planned. I have nothing planned. I beat Wolfenstein. You were you're kind of an accident of that. Um, have you ever gone into the den of vipers, basically?
I
Willingly,
I
eyes
I, I don't
open.
believe so.
You know, I hate to use this, and I'm gonna end this broadcast soon. Look. Socialism, well, it breeds weak people. It breeds weak people because those people never have to fight and they never have to stand up to anything. Now, I respect the hell out of my friend coming on here, and look, you're always gonna have a place of respect in my heart because you did same thing as Phoenix Rising, whatever the fuck she's calling herself now. She always has a place of respect in my heart because she did have the balls to at least come on one time and fight me. But if this is where we're fucking at, oh my God, are we fucked? You know, where the hell did it go where I can be to nothing and I can still get up and fight? Where did that fucking go? I mean, for Christ's sakes, I should be one of these people. I should be a whiny crybaby dipshit bitching and complaining about his place in life, and I'm not. I'm making more money than I ever have been. Why? Because I said, fuck it, I don't fucking care. You know, I'm gonna close with this, and this is where I'm gonna close the live stream, but I'm gonna let him spew it. And I hope everybody watches this. I hope to hell I can override this. Well, sure, fuck it. All right, hey bud, I'm gonna kill your call. Hey bud, I'm gonna kill your call. But I'm gonna kill it, and I want you to listen to this speech, because I think this is what every young man needs to hear. We need to start being men once again. So, I'm gonna kill your call. I'm gonna kill your call. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. But I hope everyone watches this. You know, especially any young men that are watching me.
Hey, Kevin O'Leary, aka Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank here. If you're watching this video, that means I'm on my way to see you in your town. I'm looking forward to it. I want to talk about money.
Work your ass off. There is no magic pill. It drives me crazy to go to the gym. You read 1 hour a day. I went and worked out 5 hours a day, and I was working on construction with 24 hours a day. Organize your day. Work hard. I'm here to talk about success. I went to college, I went and worked out 5 hours a day, and I was working on construction. Because in those days in bodybuilding there was no money. I didn't have the money for food supplements or anything. So I had to go to work. So I worked on construction, went to college, I worked out in the gym, and at night from 8 o'clock at night to 12 midnight I went to acting class 4 times a week. So I did all of that. There was not one single minute that I wasted. And this is why I'm standing here today. At the age of 20 I went to London and I won the Mr. Universe contest as the youngest Mr. Universe ever. And it was because I had a goal. You see, if you don't have a vision of where you go, and if you don't have a goal where you go, you drift around and you never end up anywhere. 74% hate their job in America. The majority of people don't like what they're doing because they're really not doing it because they didn't have a goal and they followed this goal. They just aimlessly drift around, and then all of a sudden there's a job opening, so they get their job because you have to work. But then when you work, it's a chore. It's work. It's not fun. So if you think about, only a quarter of the people really enjoy what they're doing in life. So people always ask me, when they saw me in the gym in the pumping iron days, they say, why is it that you're working out so hard, 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, and you have always a smile on your face?
The greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump. Let's say you train your biceps. Blood is rushing into your muscles, and that's what we call the pump. Your muscles get a really tight feeling, like your skin is going to explode any minute. You know, it's really tight. It's like somebody blowing air into your muscle. It just blows up, and it feels different. It feels fantastic. It's as satisfying to me as coming is, you know, as having sex with a woman and coming. So can you believe how much I am in heaven? I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I pose out in front of 5,000 people. I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific, right? So, you know, I'm in heaven.
The others are working out just as hard as you do, and they look sour in the face. Why is that? And I told people all the time, I said, because to me, I'm shooting for a goal. In front of me is the Mr. Universe title. So every rep that I do gets me closer to accomplishing that goal, to make this goal, this vision, turn into reality. Every single set that I do, every repetition, every weight that I lift will get me a step closer to turn this goal into reality. So I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound squat. I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound bench press. I couldn't wait to do another 2,000 reps of sit-ups. I couldn't wait for the next exercise. So let me tell you something, visualizing your goal and going after it makes it fun. You got to have a purpose no matter what you do in life. You got to have a purpose. Muhammad Ali worked his butt off, and I saw it firsthand. And I remember that there was a sports writer that was there in the gym when he was working out and he was doing sit-ups. And they asked him, how many sit-ups do you do? And he said, I don't start counting until it hurts. Now think about that. He doesn't start counting his sit-ups until he feels pain. That's when he starts counting. That is working hard. And so you can't get around the hard work. It doesn't matter who it is. Work your ass off. There is no magic pill. There is no magic out there. You cannot get around. You have to work and work and work. Make sure of this and make sure of that and all that stuff. So it's work. And it drives me crazy when people say that they don't have enough time to go to the gym for 45 minutes a day and work out. Or to do something for 45 minutes to an hour a day to improve. If it is physically improve, or if it is mentally to improve. Imagine you read 1 hour a day about history. How much you will learn after 365 hours in 1 year. Think about if you study about the history of musicians, of composers, how much you would know. Imagine if you would work on a business, on some business that you want to develop every day for an hour. Imagine how further along you will go and get. So it drives me nuts because people say we don't have the time. We have 24 hours a day. We sleep 6 hours a day, so that gives you still 18 hours. So there's someone shaking their head out here in front. They say probably, I don't sleep 6 hours, I sleep 8 hours, right? Or just sleep faster. So we have 18 hours a day. The average person works around 8 to 10 hours. So let's assume it's 10 hours, so we have 8 hours left. Then you travel around an hour a day, maybe 2 hours a day. So now you have still 6 hours left. So what do you do with these 6 hours? What do you do with these 6 hours? Then we eat a little bit, then we schmooze a little bit, talk a little bit to people and all that stuff. But you can see how much time there is available if you organize your day. So you got to work hard. I hate plan B. And I tell you why. Because we have so many doubters, as I've said earlier, the no-sayers. We have so many of those people that say no and you can't do it, that's impossible. That is okay because we just turn off, as I said earlier, and we listen and we hear the no being a yes. You can't do it, you can do it, and all of that. So that is possible to do that. amongst all the negative people around you. But when you start doubting yourself, that's very dangerous. Because now what you're basically saying is that if my plan doesn't work, I have a fallback plan. I have a plan B. And that means that you start thinking about plan B, and every thought that you put into plan B, you're taking away now that thought and that energy from plan A. And it's very important to understand that we function better if there is no safety net, because plan B becomes a safety net. It says that if I fail, then I fall and I get picked up and I have something else there that will protect me. And that's not good, because people perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B. I'm telling you, I've never ever had a plan B. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna go and be a bodybuilding champion. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna be in America. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna get into show business and I'm going to be a leading man. No matter what it takes, I will do the work. I will do the work over and over and over until I get it. And the same was in politics and everything like that. So to me, it is very dangerous to have a plan B, because you're cutting yourself off from the chance of really succeeding. And the reason, one of the main reasons why people want to have a plan B is because they are worried about failing. What is if I fail, then I don't have anything else? Well, let me tell you something, don't be afraid of failing, because there's nothing wrong with failing. You have to fail in order to climb that ladder. There's no one that doesn't fail. Michael Jordan said in one of his interviews, when they said, "You're unbelievable, you're the greatest basketball player of all times." I mean, tell me about that. And he says, well, you're just mentioning the successes. But he says, for me to become the greatest basketball player, I missed 9,000 shots when I was playing basketball at the NBA games. So during these games that he was so successful, he missed 9,000 shots. Does it make him a failure? No. He's one of the greatest basketball players of all times, but he failed 9,000 times. Do you get it? We all fail. It's okay. What is not okay is that when you fail, you stay down. Whoever stays down is a loser. And winners will fail and get up, fail and get up, fail and get up. You always get up. That is a winner. That is a winner. I failed in bodybuilding. I lost bodybuilding competitions. I lost powerlifting competitions. I lost weightlifting competitions. I had movies that went in the toilet and that were terrible and got the worst reviews. And in politics, I remember I had many of the initiatives on the ballot, and we lost. My approval rating in California went down to 28%, and then it went back up again, and I won again the governorship. Hey, we all lose. We all have losses. This is okay, and this is why I say don't be worried about losing, because when you're afraid of losing, then you get frozen. You get stiff, you're not relaxed. You got to be, in order to perform well in anything, if it's in boxing or if it is on your job or with your thinking, is only happening when you relax. So relax. It's okay to fail. Let's just go all out and give it everything that you got. That's what it is all about. So don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah. That's the speech I goddamn near listen to every single goddamn day. And that's the difference between me and the gentleman I was talking to. Is like, tell you shitty hand, although I did hear Arnold was an incompetent governor. I did hear that from fellow Californians. So, anyway, I've been going on for about 5 hours now. I didn't even know it was that long. All right, this is where I'm going to end this. Yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Hopefully with another game. All right.
I'm coming day and night.